This was inevitable. After a lot of talk about it actually happening, we are seeing a clear answer to the biggest trade conversations that has been going down with the New York Jets. But now things have taken another huge turn after an injury that has now thrown a wrench in the New York Jets' plans and is making everyone wonder what exactly Darren Mougey and the Jets will be cooking up in a scenario that we really did see coming, but again, having a caveat with an injury that made us all kind of backtrack for a second. Safe to say, there's a lot to go over with the Jets right now, specifically regarding some trade conversations, and we're going to jump right into it as we always do. But guys, before we do that, if you're part of that 66% that's not subscribed to Jets Digest, make sure to subscribe so you don't miss a single New York Jets update. Guys, I know the team's not great right now. They're terrible. I mean, I don't know why I was sugarcoating it. The Jets suck right now. It's really, really not fun to watch at all. But we're still going to make videos. We're still going to have fun on this channel, and we hope that you guys enjoy it with us. But jumping right into the video, there is a lot to go over on this team. As Darren Mougey's first year as the Jets GM, the tenure has not been going great for him and Aaron Glenn. I mean, obviously, we knew it was going to be a rebuilding year, but I don't think anyone expected to start 0-4 and already feel this sense of hopelessness with this team that we saw as an island of broken toys, but at the same time, it did feel like everything was going to be all right. Well, now things do not feel like they're going to be all right at all. There's been a lot of discussion on what the Jets do next, what they do with a team that's clearly falling apart at the seams. Obviously, we still have our core stars. We have the Quinnen Williams and the Garrett Wilsons of the world who have been good. I don't know what the hell is happening with Sauce Gardner right now. And frankly, the rest of the team has been pretty up in the air and just, I mean, again, Armand Membo, Olu Fashanu, they've been good. There's individually good players, don't get me wrong, all football teams have them, but the Jets overall, things have not worked well. They've had good moments, both with, against the Buccaneers in that second half and the whole game against the Steelers, who are 3-1, but at the end of the day, it's just been a rough go for the Jets right now, and it's getting really, really hard to watch. And with that, there has been a bunch of trade conversations that have surrounded no one bigger than Jets running back Breece Hall. Hall's in the final year of his deal, and there was trade conversations before he even got started this season, so now seeing this happen is very, very unsurprising. There's been a bunch of discussions surrounding what exactly is going to happen with Breece Hall. Are the Jets going to decide to extend him because he's a very talented running back, or will they cut him loose, trade him for assets, and understand that he could just walk in free agency if he absolutely wanted to anyway, so why not just get some sort of value back from him instead of just kind of delaying either paying him or having him leave anyway for nothing? So that's a big question that has to be answered, and we do have a huge update on that, as mentioned by Sports Illustrated. As Sports Illustrated said, the Jets are winless, and at least for 2025, hopeless. Hall is slated next to hit free agency this winter, and considering how far New York is from contending, it would be wise to land a mid-round pick for the 24-year-old. Now, as Breece Hall also said on the Jets, which is very telling about how he feels on the team, teams shoot themselves in the foot, and then we come back and shoot ourselves in the head. So, seeing a comment like that, obviously it's very clear that Breece Hall is not too happy with where the Jets are. And Sports Illustrated took no time to find the perfect situation for him, saying, with James Conner out for the season due to a foot injury, the 2-2 Cardinals could be in the market for Breece Hall. Arizona has plenty of cap space with $19 million, and Hall's cap hit is a proration of $3.4 million. Through 3 games, Hall has 157 rushing yards on 4.1 yards per carry. Now, obviously, there's been another game since then, and Breece Hall continued to play well, but Sports Illustrated does peg the Jets as a team to trade Breece Hall to the Cardinals for a 4th-round pick, a trade that unfortunately does make a lot of sense for the New York Jets and for the Arizona Cardinals. Look, Breece has been good. There's no doubt about the fact that he's been good. I never thought we'd be losing him for a 4th-round pick like this, because when we saw that Jets team, that year one of Sauce, Garrett, Breece, everyone else there, Jermaine Johnson, it felt like we finally had something to stand on, something to build off of. But now Sauce Gardner has been struggling mightily this season. Garrett Wilson has still been great, but he doesn't have a quarterback. Outside of that, I mean, Jermaine Johnson's dealt with the injuries, and now Breece Hall just seems like he's going to be going. It's really been a fall from grace from what was really exciting just a few years ago. And now the Jets have to reset and retool once again, which is such an awful feeling, but there's nothing else we could really do about it. I mean, Breece has been good through these 4 games. He's got 238 yards. He's got 4.6 yards per average, which is just on his career average. He hasn't scored a touchdown yet, but he does have 52 rush yards. He's been good. Breece, no doubt, has been a very good running back for the Jets. And he's someone who, again, that you actually would consider paying based off what was going to happen. Now, he'd probably be making around $11 million, similar to what James Cook is making right now. That feels like a good average. That feels like kind of what's expected out of Breece Hall, out of the Jets in this situation, or any team that's going to be paying Breece. But as of right now, it doesn't feel like the Jets are going to be the team to end up paying Breece that contract, and instead will definitely look to trade him. That's really what we have to look at, especially with James Conner out for the rest of the season. James Earl Conner is, after 3 games, 2.5 games, had 32 rushing yards, 95 yards, 3.0 yards per average with 1 touchdown. Sort of a down year for him, but he's out for the season, and obviously a wrench has been thrown in his career. So with James Earl Conner now being out for a while, the Cardinals, obviously they do have another running back in Trey Benson, who has looked good through the 4 games that he's played in his 29 rushing yards. He's got 5.5 yards per attempt, which is 160 yards. He's yet to score a touchdown, but we have seen Trey Benson play quite well. He's been really talked about for fantasy football players who want to go out there and, to get a new starting running back out there. I do have him in one of my leagues. I drafted him because James Conner's injury prone, so shout out to me for that. I am also doing better than Matt in that fantasy league. The other one, he's doing better than me, but I got him on one, and Matt's a fantasy football demon, so I'm proud of that. But when it comes down to it, when it comes down to the New York Jets, it is something to really consider that we look at everyone, and then we look at what Breece Hall has been able to do. The man has really, really been a huge talent for the Jets. When we look at explosive run versus stuff rates, what we see out of Breece is that he's been one of the most, actually the most explosive runner on 15-plus yards this season. He's really outdone everyone while also doing quite well at the stuff as well. So we're seeing Breece Hall play absolutely excellent football this year. It's a part of it's a testament to the Jets and their excellent offensive line. Not excellent offensive line, but their excellently improved offensive line, I should say. And on top of the fact that Breece is a really, really good talent on this team and just in the NFL in general. So to kind of be on the cusp of losing him sucks. But there is a chance the Jets opt not to trade him for one reason and one reason only. And that's because, as Aaron Glenn mentioned and reported by Jordan Schultz, the head coach, Aaron Glenn, said running back Braylon Allen is dealing with a pretty serious knee injury and is getting a second opinion to get further clarity. Allen suffered the knee injury on a kickoff return. Now, if Braylon Allen's out for the considerable future or even the rest of the season, you do start to think, do you trade Breece Hall? That's really a question that comes up. The answer likely is still yes. You still do move on from Breece Hall, but you consider the fact that if you do trade him, you're looking at Isaiah Davis, Donovan Edwards, Kane, it's like Keenan Nwangu, it's such a horrific running back room. It's really just a bummer all around. So obviously you have to consider that. Are you going to do that? Are you going to basically destroy your run game and decide, all right, well, Justin Fields is our best runner. He's our best running back now. So that's the question you got to answer yourself. There's going to be a lot of questions the Jets are going to have to answer because there's a world that it's not just Breece who's getting traded here. Darren Mougey might just clean house in a lot of ways. Allen Lazard is drawing some interest. They'll probably try to move him as well. They're probably just going to try to move anyone and everyone who's going to cost money so the Jets can go into free agency, try to retool the team as well as they can, go into the draft, hopefully finally solve this quarterback problem for the first time since Joe Namath. And if they could do that, that'll obviously be a huge step in the right direction. But this team really needs to fix a lot. Guys, what do you think about everything the Jets should do? What would be your game plan for the trade deadline and for trade season in the NFL season? Let me know that in the comments below. I'll be sure to get back to you. Like this video, subscribe, turn on post notifications. Have a great day, guys. Go Jets.